What is up, freaks and geeks? Welcome back to Battle Axe Entertainment, and this is the Uplate show, the Uplate podcast, episode 11. It may be 12, I'm not sure, but it doesn't really matter. We're here. I got some things that we're going to talk about, as always, some cool topics, so let's jump right into the show. Alright, first off, what I want to say is on the last episode, the last Uplate episode, I was totally wrong about Superman, okay? I didn't even know what I was talking about when it came to the symbols, so for any big Superman fans out there, I apologize. I was just spouting out my mind and my opinion, which of course was incorrect at the time, so I'm sorry. In between the last episode and now, I have went back, I've watched some Superman movies, and I'm kind of a big Superman geek right now, so it's kind of weird. I was never a big Superman guy, and now I'm really into it, and now I'm really looking forward to James Gunn's Superman. And let me just start off by saying, if you guys didn't see the last podcast, I kind of went off about how I didn't like the suit, and it looked too Dark Knight-ish, which doesn't really make sense. Now, like, looking back in hindsight, I don't know what I was talking about, guys. I really don't. I don't know Superman. I still don't. Like I said, I went back and watched a couple movies, so now I'm a little more confident in my opinion about him. I watched The Man of Steel, and I loved it. I thought it was one of the best superhero movies ever made, ever. Really. I used to be a Snyderverse hater. And I can honestly sit here and admit, I think the problem was I never really sat down and actually watched those movies with a fresh pair of eyes, you know? I remember the last couple times I've seen any Snyder movie, it just wasn't that good of an experience for me. I remember the first time I seen the Suicide Squad, and when it came out in, like, what was it, 2015 or something, I just wasn't into it. The vibe felt too wannabe hip to me at the time, but now I get it. Now I understand. Now I know the Suicide Squad, and the second one is even better. It's one of my favorite movies, which leads to Peacemaker, which is also one of the best effing DC shows, properties that have come out in a while. And just on top of all that, I still have yet to watch the Justice League. I've never even watched the Justice League. I've seen clips of it where, like, Batman recruits Aquaman. I've seen that part. Other than that, never really seen it, so I got to get on the Justice League, so I can't talk about that yet. We'll jump on the Justice League in the next episode, but for now, I just wanted to say I was wrong about Superman, and I watched Batman vs. Superman, and holy shit, that was one of the coolest gosh dang movies I've ever watched. And I saw that movie in theaters when it came out, but I don't know, I was kind of different back then. I wasn't as into movies as I was since I've grown up a bit. But now going back and watching Batman vs. Superman, I love that movie, and it's one of the best comic book movies ever made. I think it's better than Civil War. And Civil War is one of my most favorite MCU movies. But yeah, I think Batman vs. Superman is definitely one of the top, probably even maybe one of the top 5 best comic book movies out there, maybe. I might try to die on that hill. You guys don't, like, you never know. But yeah, that's my first topic of the episode, is just I wanted to say I was wrong about Superman in the last episode, and I wanted to correct myself on Superman because I think he is just a badass, you know? Like, who do you think you are? Kal-El? You know, Kal-El will destroy you, he'll rip you in half, and then laser beam your... Yeah, you guys know, right? If you're a Superman fan, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I was wrong about Superman, especially the new symbol. In the last episode, I was ranting and bitching about how it was the Kingdom Comes, or no, what did I say? I was saying it was the Bizarro symbol. That's right, and it wasn't Bizarro at all. It was the Kingdom Come symbol. Bizarro I think is just a regular Superman symbol, but backwards. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was totally off, totally wrong. So I just wanted to correct myself with Superman. I was totally on a different plane when I was talking shit about Superman. So I'm back on this episode to kind of be more positive. Hopefully, from here on out, be a little more positive with how I talk about movies and stuff. Because I've noticed, looking in hindsight, I do have a lot of negativity in my stuff when it comes to movies. I do bitch a lot, and if that's a turnoff for you guys, you can get out of here and unsubscribe. I don't really care. It's just, sometimes I feel the way I feel, and I go off on rants, and I just start talking and bitching about some of the things that piss me off or whatever. And, then I go back and look in hindsight, and I'm like, maybe I was wrong. And that's just the case with Superman. I was just wrong about Superman. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next topic. I was wrong about Superman. Alright, so in the next topic, by the way, I was wrong about Superman. No, I'm just kidding. But the next topic, we're going to go back to Jason again. So if you guys are sick of hearing about Jason, I'm sorry. It's just the first thing that I could think of for this episode. I just wanted to get back into it. I was also bitching pretty bad about that. All the rights given to my end on that side, though, right? Because any Jason fans out there, you guys are pissed too, right? I know I am. And I'm even more pissed now with this news that I have pulled up here. It's not even really pulled up, but what's been going on lately with the Friday franchise in the last couple weeks since I jumped on a podcast. Here it is, right here. We're going to read this article from IGN. So this is from IGN right here. Jason Universe Horror announces multi-platform expansion of Friday the 13th franchise. So basically what that means is we're not getting a movie. We're probably not getting the show. All we're going to get is like Fortnite skins, shit for video games, maybe stuff in cameos of Jason and here and there and little things, but no anything Friday the 13th itself. You see what I mean? Pretty much just bullshit. So, excuse me, by the way. Let's go into this. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole article here, but we're going to get into it a little bit. Okay, maybe I'll read this first part of this article. Alright. If it'll fucking load. Sorry, guys. My thing here is being slow. Alright. Oh, man. See what happens? Let me go back to the top of the page. Come on now. Alright. So, this, like I said, this is IGN.com. If you just type in Friday the 13th and go to news, where the little Google bar is, that's where I am. So, we're going to start at the top here. IGN can exclusively report that Horror Inc. is expanding the Friday the 13th franchise into a new era with the launch of Jason Universe. New Friday the 13th activations will span a wide range of platforms of entertainment, games, immersive experiences, merchandise, and more to be announced through 2024 via Jason Universe 13 on social media or visiting the Jason Universe website. What the excuse my language, but what the fuck is going on? What is this? Really, what is this? Get out of here. There's so many ads like popping up right now. It's kind of weird. Here we go. This is a quote from Robert Barasman. Sorry, I don't know how to say this name. It's Barasamian. Barasamian. I don't know. But this is his quote. For decades, Jason shocked and thrilled audiences who kept coming back for more. We're excited to work with Victor Miller and Mark Toberoff on new projects and will announce this in the coming months, said Robert B., president of Horror Inc., who this is, by the way, in a statement provided to IGN. Victor Miller was a screenwriter of the original Friday the 13th, of course, who reclaimed the domestic rights to the original slasher film back in 2021 after a lengthy lawsuit, which is still going on if I'm not mistaken, is it not? All right, I'm just gonna call this guy Mr. B because I don't really want to. I can't really say his name or read it without butchering it. So, Mr. B is an executive producer on the upcoming A24 Peacock expanded prequel series Crystal Lake, which originally had Hannibal's Brian Fuller aboard as its showrunner before he parted ways with the project last week. Mr. B was also an executive producer on the 2017 Friday the 13th game. Sorry. I don't know if I really want to read any more of this. So basically, yeah, like I said, we're not getting a from what I can tell, we're not really getting a show. As far as I know, we're not getting a new movie. We might get a new movie, but I've said this in like every episode. I'm a die-hard Jason guy. All right, that's my favorite. Big of the three when it comes to Michael, Freddy, Jason. I'm a Jason guy. And at this point, being a Friday the 13th fan, I've just lost all hope. You know, I don't know where to reach out to anymore. I don't know where to search no more because every bit of news is just kind of bullshit now. Not saying that this is bullshit. IGN is legit, of course. All I'm just saying is they keep saying, oh, you know, we might see a new movie in another 2 or 3 years, which is what they're saying now, which is what they said 12 years ago. Said 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. They keep saying, yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, Jason's coming back, whatever. But he's not. He's not coming back. And I think this is the first time, I don't know, I've lost hope. And it sucks. Like I said, I try to want to be more positive with these podcasts and these reviews and stuff, but at this point, like I said, as a diehard Friday fan, I don't want to say it's over 100%, but as of right now, it's still over as it was after the remake. And guys, just look at this picture, okay? Just look up Jason Universe. In the word universe, they got a 1 for I, a 3 for the first E. The Jason lettering looks like Doom lettering, which is cool font, but not for Jason. This mask looks like just straight shit. If you go on like WWE, like 2K, and you play the fucking create your own wrestler and they have a hockey mask on there, this is the hockey mask you'll find on those games. Like, this is not a Jason mask. It's obviously very computer fucking animated, weird, just ugly. It's just ugly. As an artist, this is blasphemy. And not everyone out there can draw or do things, art digitally or whatever. And for someone who does do that stuff, this is just, and for someone who's a diehard Jason fan, this is almost insulting to Friday fans, this mask that they put out. I hope, good God, you guys, at least try. It's almost like they're just putting shit out to make the fans happy because we've all been bitching for the last 10, 12 years, And this is what they put out. This is what they give us. Shit for kids, This is shit for kids. This looks like a kid's Jason mask that you'd find at the fucking Dollar Tree. I don't know what to think of it. It's ugly, it's stupid, and I hate it. And so, yeah, let's move on to the next topic because Jesus mother effing Christ of Almighty, they've really screwed us with Jason once again. So for our next topic, we're going to jump to Batman. Batman! Sorry. I just love Batman. Is he my favorite superhero, you guys? I think he might be. I don't know. I think I have a really tight selection. I got like Daredevil, the Punisher. Those two usually are the front runners. Speaking of Daredevil, I'd like to show this to you guys. It's really cool. I got this new Marvel Legends. It's a Ninja Daredevil. Really cool. I got it for like $25 at GameStop. Here's the back. Yeah, it's real cool. I don't know if you guys ever seen this either, but I got a classic Wolverine as well from the X-Men. I'm not sure if this is from the cartoon or what, but just wanted to show that to you guys. Thought it was cool. But yeah, I think my runners up are like Punisher, Daredevil. I also really like Spider-Man. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I've become a real Superman geek over the past couple weeks. But yeah, Batman. Let's jump on Batman. Not in a gay way. But Batman 2, specifically. The Batman 2. Matt Reeves. Because I was just looking at, what could we talk about tonight on this podcast? And I thought, how about potential news for the Batman 2? So, who do you guys want to be the villain for Batman, the Batman 2? Me personally, my two front runners are the Court of Owls. That's not just one villain, but that's like a big cult. If you guys don't know what that is, go check out this comic book. I think I have it actually right here. I could show you guys. This is the Batman New 52. If you guys got a comic book store wherever you're from, I'm sure you can find this anywhere. This is the first one. This one is called The Court of Owls, like I said. This one, it's not a very lengthy comic book. Like I said, it's number 1. I only got the first 2, and I've only read the first 2, but from what I know, the Court of Owls don't F around, alright? They're real shit. And Bruce Wayne doesn't know about it. And neither does Batman. And, Batman is the world's greatest detective. So when these Court of Owls show up in his view, he's almost blindsided because they've been there the whole time. And he doesn't know that because they've been in the shadows. And they've been around way before he was born. And they've been killing Waynes since Batman, way before Batman came along. So I think that would be a really cool villain choice. The Court of Owls. I think it would fit in the Reeves universe pretty well too. Mr. Freeze. Now, here's my dream. Breaking Bad. Alright? You could either take Walter White, Bryan Cranston. You could take him, and you can make him Victor Freeze. And I think he would kill it. Absolutely murder that role. I think it would be the best choice in a comic book movie in a long time, besides like Deadpool 3, which is coming. Or, back to Breaking Bad, you could take Gus from Breaking Bad. I forget his name. Let me search it up real quick. But you take him, and you make him Victor Freeze. I think... Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find his real name here. What's his real name? I'm not going to try to say that name. Let's just keep it Gus from Breaking Bad. No disrespect to that actor. Great in everything he's in. I don't want to pronounce the name and butcher it. But Gus from Breaking Bad. I think he would be another great Victor Freeze. Just the intensity he brings to the screen, especially Walter White too. That's a good vote. Who would you guys rather have as Victor Freeze if it was going to be Victor Freeze in the Batman 2? Would you rather have it be Walter White, Bryan Cranston, or Gus? You can search his name. I'm not going to say it because I can't. No disrespect. I just don't want to butcher his name. Who would be a better Mr. Freeze? I think it would be Gus, honestly. As much as I love Bryan Cranston, he's a phenomenal actor. Everything he does, he just murders it. But I think Gus from Breaking Bad might be a great Victor Freeze. And, just on the side of, he's an African American, so we could bring that side of it into the Matt Reeves universe. I mean, they already made Detective... or not detective, he's not commissioner yet in the story, but James Gordon, they made him a black man, which I honestly thought was cool, and I think James Gordon, who the fuck is it, Gary Oldman, that plays James Gordon in the Dark Knight movies, I think he's still my favorite James Gordon, but my second favorite James Gordon is definitely the dude from Matt Reeves' Batman, and I don't know what his name was, and people... people say like that's woke, trying to flip race on certain characters and shit. But some characters, I think it could work, and it worked pretty well with James Gordon in the Batman. I think it worked fucking perfectly. No one bitched about it either. Isn't that a shocker? I bet a couple people did, but they're idiots. No one heard what they had to say because I didn't hear them. Did you guys? I think it would work. I think that would be awesome, but also even like Bryan Cranston, that would be an awesome pick too because just of his intensity, and we already know what he looks like bald and when he's mad. So we got that. Well, check that off the fucking list, right? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this show, guys. I'm gonna end it here. What do you guys think about the whole new Jason universe? I'm just closing out of that right now because I don't even want to look at that ugly fucking computer mask anymore. I could draw that in my sleep with my toe and a crayon and make it look better than that. Any real Jason fan would be able to do that. So they fucked us with Jason once again. Thanks, guys. Yeah, what do you guys think about the new Batman 2 coming out? Oh yeah, the Joker, by the way. What do you guys think? Do you think the Joker's going to show up in the new Batman? I hope he kind of does, but I also kind of hope he doesn't. I kind of hope he just makes like a cameo appearance like he did in the last one. But even if he did show up, that Matt Reeves Batman movie was so good, I honestly wouldn't even care. I just hope it's not like 3 hours long again. I almost fell asleep in the theater. With how good the movie was, I still almost fell asleep. But other than that, yeah. And like I said, I was wrong about Superman. So please forgive me for the last episode. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this show, guys. Peace out, freaks and geeks. Make sure to stay weird out there. Like I said, I think this is episode 12, maybe 11. Who knows? Leave your comments down below. If you disagree or agree, let me know. I like to get the fuel so we can have more conversations. And if you guys would like to have a live chat maybe one time on these podcasts or something, we could figure that out. But yeah, I'm out of here. So peace out, freaks and geeks.